Guys, so first of all, I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit cracky because I just woke up. I literally just woke up. But for today's video, we will talk about the best practices for retail food stores, restaurants, and food pickup or delivery services during the COVID-19 pandemic. So those practices include 4 categories, which include the managing employee health, including contracted workers. The second one is the personal hygiene for employees. The third one, managing operations in a food service establishment or retail food store. And lastly, managing food pickup and delivery. But before we proceed, if you all may allow me, I will just have a quick shower in order for me to be presentable when we talk about this topic. So see you later, guys! Hello again, guys! So I'm back. I'm done preparing myself. So this time, we will now going to talk about the best practices of retail food stores, restaurants, and food pickup or delivery services during this time of COVID-19. So let's go! So as I said earlier, these practices include 4 categories, which are the managing employee health, including contracted workers. The second one is personal hygiene for employees. And the third one, managing operations in a food service establishment or retail food store. Lastly, the managing food pickup and delivery. So since this article contains a lot of information, I will just give you some informations in order for us to shorten this vlog. But you may also visit the website itself. Just look for the link at the description below. So let's start! So the first thing under the first category, which is the managing employee health, including contracted workers, instruct employees with symptoms associated with COVID-19 to report them to their supervisors. It means that the manager or the supervisor must let their sick employee to stay home and follow the CDC's guideline on what to do if you are sick with coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. So I also included the link of that CDC's guideline at the description below. So the second one is, if an employee is sick at work, send them home immediately. Clean and disinfect surfaces in their workplace. So as I said earlier, the manager or supervisor or even you as an employee, if you are feeling sick at work, you must go home immediately. And the other employees at the facility with close contact, specifically within 6 feet away from that sick employee, should be considered exposed. Lastly, inform fellow employees of their possible exposure to COVID-19 in the workplace, even only if the employee is confirmed having COVID-19. But always remember, guys, whenever we are going to talk about COVID-19, especially those people who have it, confidentiality must always be maintained to avoid criticisms and other negative stuffs. And for the next category, which is the personal hygiene for employees, according to FDA, it is to emphasize effective hand hygiene, including washing hands for at least 20 seconds, especially after going to the bathroom, before eating, and after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. So it is already stated there that wherever you go, whatever you do, you must wash your hands frequently. The second thing is, always wash hands with soap and water. But if the soap and water are not readily available, then use an alcohol-based sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. It is one of the best alternatives we could use to avoid COVID-19. And I bet you know it. The third one is, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. So always bring your alcohol or sanitizers before and after touching anything. And lastly, use gloves to avoid direct bare hand contact with ready-to-eat foods. It is very rare for me to see employees who use gloves when they are working. For example, inside a grocery store, I don't usually see employees wearing gloves when they are working. But I know they are responsible enough to wash their hands or to sanitize their hands before and after working. And for our last category, we have managing operations in a food service establishment or retail food store. Under this category, the business owners must continue to follow established food safety protocols and best practices For retail food establishments and important COVID-19 recommendations. Those include the following. The first one is follow the 4 key steps to food safety, which are the always clean, separate, cook, and chill. The link is also posted at the description below for you to gain more information about it. The second one is wash, rinse, and sanitize food contact surfaces, dishware, utensils, food preparation surfaces, and beverage equipment after use. The third one, disinfect surfaces frequently that are repeatedly touched by employees or customers, and those include the doorknobs, the checkout counters, and even the grocery cart handles. And lastly, frequently clean and disinfect floors, counters, and other facility access areas using EPA-registered disinfectants. You can visit the link about those disinfectants for you to know more information. And for our last category, which is the managing food pickup and delivery. This category is very common to all of us, especially this time of pandemic. We rather order food online instead of going out and eating outside because we want all of us to be safe and to avoid COVID-19. The first thing under food pickup and delivery is to establish designated pickup zones for customers to help maintain social distancing. So the second one is to increase the frequency of cleaning and disinfecting of high-touch surfaces such as countertops and touchpads and within the vehicle by wiping down surfaces using a regular household cleaning spray or wipe. So for those people who are working as a delivery man or woman, must always clean and sanitize their vehicle or their transport vessel. Lastly, routinely clean and sanitize coolers and insulated bags used to deliver foods. So it is also included because we never know if the food we order online is already contaminated. It is very important for us to know about these informations in order for us to avoid having the virus. We must always be careful and observant in everything and everyone who surrounds us. So thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope you learned a lot of informations about the best practices of retail food stores, restaurants, and food pickup and delivery service in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. And see you in my next video. Bye!